What's up, everyone? Dalton, Hopkins of Frontstretch.com. I am here, flanked to my right, with the one, the only Michael Massie here at Pocono Raceway. We just got done with a long day of events, a triple header, mind you, of races here at Pocono, starting with ARCA in the morning. Then we moved on to the trucks, and then we had Cup qualifying, and then the Xfinity race. Let's jump right into the Truck Series race. Massie saw a very fun last lap battle between Kyle Busch and Corey Heim. What happened?
Yeah, it was a little bit of, Kyle Busch, the master, establishing over his former pupil that, he's still the master. Where Corey Heim looked like he had it, and on that last lap, Kyle Busch dug deep, dove in there, did a little bit of a bump and run. Reminded me of Richmond 2016, where he did the same thing to Carl Edwards to win. Kyle Busch wins the 100th race for KBM, and he wanted to be the one to do that. That probably meant a lot to him.
Yeah, I think I saw earlier he accounts for 36 of those wins. He alone, Kyle Busch does truly. I mean, what a legendary statistic for one. But then, of course, we put out a sidebar afterwards. Taylor and Tanner Gray, the tale of two Grays, as I think you put it later on. But Taylor Gray, his best career finish, finishing third. He was one to look at. And then we had Tanner Gray, who was involved in a crash on lap 4, ended up finishing dead last. So a very different tale between two brothers, but both of them are on the outside looking in for next weekend at Richmond Raceway, the regular season finale for the Truck Series Championship. And then after that, we had Cup qualifying. Massie, what happened there?
Yeah, so in the top, obviously, first off, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott spun out. So he's making it even harder and harder for himself to get into the playoffs. We saw the Toyotas really fast. 5 Toyotas in the top 10. But it was a Chevy of William Byron who took the pole and will lead the field out front on Sunday.
Yeah, and after what was kind of a really lackluster finish in New Hampshire last weekend, no less. But yeah, there you go on the pole for William Byron coming in tomorrow, and then so he'll start up front. And then right after that, we had the Xfinity race, as if we already hadn't had enough. But so already an eventful day. We had quite a few interesting events. One of them, it has a lot of people talking, is Justin Allgaier versus Joey Gase. We talked to one of them after the race. Justin Allgaier apologized. What was your point of view of that incident?
It's hard to place blame. On one hand, Joey Gase was going way slower than Allgaier. I don't really know how he was meeting minimum speed. Just the closing rate was so fast. But at the same time, he gave Allgaier 3/4 of the track, and Allgaier still hit him. So a little bit of blame on both guys. Allgaier did say the sun got in his eyes at that moment. So just a racing deal, I guess. But it certainly flipped the whole race on its head because you had guys like Riley Herbst trying to stretch it on fuel. He said he could have made it. He thinks he'd have won the race if it stayed green. But obviously, the way it worked out, we had a bunch of overtime restarts, and it was Austin Hill coming out ahead after Josh Berry dominated the race. Josh Berry blows a corner. Hill gets ahead. Berry still comes back on him, makes a little contact. Sam Mayer gets in there, makes contact with Berry. Eventually, Berry ends up in the wall with a flat tire. So great day for him gone awry, but Austin Hill stole it. I mean, he stole it, fair and simple,
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the last lap. It kind of feels like JR Motorsports it seemed like they dropped the ball there. I mean, they basically had that race locked up between Berry and Allgaier, and then they both found a way to take themselves out. Pretty much literally. I mean, they almost crashed themselves, and I had the same idea with Justin Allgaier. It looked like Joey Gase had, given him a football field's worth of room in turn 2. But then Justin Allgaier, he explained to me, hey, I didn't even know he was there until I hit him, which surprised the heck out of me. But you look over there, and yeah, the sun was setting. It was pretty bright outside. I cannot really deny that. And yeah, I mean, it's tough for him. He apologized. He was super apologetic. So let's talk about race picks for tomorrow. We've got a long race tomorrow, a Cup race, 400-mile race tomorrow. A lot of names out there, a lot of people talking about. Who's your pick going in for tomorrow?
So I'm going for the story of redemption for the man who was the first guy thrown out of a Cup race, having a win taken away in over 60 years. Denny Hamlin. This is one of his best tracks, probably his best track. I'm picking Denny Hamlin.
That was my pick. Yeah, that was my pick. He looks super confident going into this weekend, but you know what? I'm gonna go with my number 2. I really wanted to go with a Ford. I really did. There's a lot of confidence with the Fords this weekend. My heart really wants to pick Kevin Harvick. That said, there's no denying what you said earlier. The Toyotas look so strong right now. And aside from Denny Hamlin, who's the guy that looks so strong? Who's the strongest looking Toyota at the moment? Go guess. MTJ. Martin Truex Jr. just got off an absolutely dominating win at New Hampshire last weekend. How about MTJ to get a win at Pocono? I think That was the first win he got with Furniture Row Racing, wasn't it? At Pocono, right here at this racetrack. So my pick, MTJ for tomorrow. He's looking so strong right now, so confident, so consistent. I really look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow. Well, and I hope you all look forward to what's going on tomorrow. You can stay tuned. Check out our Frontstretch coverage on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, what have you, whatever you pick, whatever your flavor is. Check us out tomorrow, and we'll see you there.
This is Daniel Hemrick, driver of number 11 Collar Grits Chevrolet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.